What up, film fans? It's your favorite host here, Fania Thomas. Today I sat down with the cast of DC and Warner Brothers' The Batman. Now listen, I saw the film last night, and yes, it's almost 3 hours, but it doesn't feel like 3 hours. It moves fast, so you don't feel like you're a captured audience. So that's one note. I'm going to give you my review, no spoilers. For you comic book fans, now there are a few scenes that get real comic booky. In the precinct, wink, wink, I won't give away too much. And also there's a hallway fight scene in the dark, but there's flashes. That's all I'll say. Those scenes to me feel real comic booky, so look out for that. And speaking of the precinct scene, once you guys see this film, how did they not take off Batman's mask sooner? I just knew it was coming off. I was clenched to my seat. I definitely would have been one of the police officers that took his mask off, no lie. When it comes to the costumes, it's not over the top. It's very subtle and cool and chill. My favorite scene, it may sound really odd and weird, it's the funeral scene. It's hands down one of the best scenes ever. I literally screamed out, "Not the killer on FaceTime!" Like, how? It's so good. It's performed well. Cinematically, it looks great. It's got some good stunts, got some intensity. Look out for that. The film is cinematically clever. It has some Saw and Seven vibes. Pattinson fans are gonna love his grunge, hopeless, moody Nirvana vibe. Colin's costume is done well and done right. The only way I noticed him was through his eyes, so that's a costume well done. I love the play with shadows and lighting and the technique. Oh, and I love the muscle car. I love the Batmobile. It's really thrilling. So that's my take. But sit back, relax, and get ready to hear what the stars of the film have to say about their most thrilling scenes, what they learned about each other, and how they put their own spin on the characters. Check it out. Hi, fellas.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
What was the most thrilling scene you guys filmed?
I suppose the car chase for me. So it wasn't, not dialogue heavy and not. I mean, for me, the most thrilling scenes as an actor, honest to God, are a well-written scene and you and one more actor just
I agree.
having a chat. If it's it's just so tasty. But the car chase was amazing, and it went on for weeks. Matt did so much coverage, and I got rattled. I got thrown around a bit.
Let me tell you, that was the first time that I recognized that it was you. Like, it was a close-up shot, upside down. I was just like, oh, your eyes slightly looked like you. And I was just like, finally, he's here. He's in the film.
I want that moment back now. I'm going to have to see if it's too late to get a cut in there.
No.
Get the scissors in. Matt, I was talking to Faina earlier, and she said...
Very well.
I was pretty buried.
Can't hide
Faina,
the eyes. She can't hide the eyes. No, I agree with what Colin's saying. Sometimes what you would think would be the most exciting scene to watch is not the most exciting scene to do, because a lot of times physical scenes there's many pieces to that. Do you know what I mean? It's not like in real life. If you have a fight or something, it's over pretty fast. I just enjoyed the scenes, the what was going on in the scenes, and also the contradiction and the compromise that the characters are making, that nobody's completely pure. There's no such thing as purity, and I think that, obviously the film explores that, and obviously, the comics that it was based on were from the early 80s, and it was influenced by The Godfather, but also the 70s of New York, where, Matt was talking about yesterday. He was saying, well, all those films. I was like, well, I grew up in that era. I was a teenager in the 70s in New York, and it was, when you went to certain places in the city, Times Square, if you were 18 years old, it was a really seedy, dangerous, but a very exciting.
There's the script, there's the director, and all of the elements that make a film. But you as actors have to put your own spin on the character yourself. You have to bring a little bit of you.
I took my kind of lead from, Matt wrote really some lovely scenes that I was going to be in, and I thought the script was extraordinary. It was a page turner for me, and I just didn't know what was going to happen next. And there was a certain kind of tonality and a sense of seriousness, but a sense of danger and a sense of toxicity in this Gotham that was just really, overpowering when I was reading the script. But when I saw Mike Marino's makeup, when I saw what I was going to look like, which I'd never had that experience before, where somebody said, well, you're not going to look at, I mean, I've changed my body a little bit and done this and that, mustaches or whatever, but this was just totally, totally different. And I had, when I put the makeup on for the first time, it kind of overtook me a little bit, and there was behavior and mannerisms that began to present themselves that I hadn't really envisioned that much. So that was a huge thing for me. I have to give massive credit to Mike Marino and his team for the creation that they kind of bestowed upon me.
Well, we hoped you all were entertained or maybe learned a little something new about one of your favorite actors. Now, we have to have a whole discussion about this film. So once you guys have seen it, come back and let's have a conversation. Did you like the Batcar? Did you like the Batsuit? Did you like Catwoman? What did you think about the Penguin? What did you think about Rob's The Batman? I'm so curious to hear your thoughts. Also, are you guys interested in the spin-off film that's coming and the TV series? I need to hear from you. I need to know what you think. I'm excited, but I want to know if you guys are excited. So after you've seen the film, come back. Let's have a conversation in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe because we're going to be dropping interviews all week long, and you don't want to miss out on those interviews. See you on the next one.